It's me, Mark Warwall, at it again on a 91-degree day here in upstate New York. We don't get those too often, which is why I'm a little irritable and why this column may reflect that. All right, here's the background. My experience in Ceuta, an African Spanish city on the north coast of Africa, next door to Morocco, is extremely limited. I admit it. And it's possible that things have changed in the past 50 years since I was there. But it's in the news, so I thought I'd try to get a column out of it. Stick around and find out why I'm so upset.
Mark Orwell is at it again. That rhythm's hot like a frying pan. He's got the moves, he's got the flair, snapping his fingers without a care.
If you haven't been in a dark hole watching AI videos, you know that Ceuta, or Ceuta, as my daughter tells me is the correct pronunciation, has been a hot topic these past few days. Finidec, Morocco, I'm probably mispronouncing that, is separated from the autonomous Spanish city of Ceuta by just a mile and an easy-to-climb seawall. Here's how the New York Times explained it. In recent days, the divide between these communities collapsed as tens of thousands of migrants from Morocco and sub-Saharan Africa pushed from around Finidec into Ceuta. The upheaval captured global attention, including that of President Trump. Now, since I'm the only person, probably, who's been to Ceuta, I figured I'd be a good pal and tell you what it's like. Well, what it was like in 1976. I wrote about it in my travel memoir, Just One Little Hitch, a perfect gift for that special someone in your life. This is an excerpt. We arose around 7 o'clock and drove immediately to the ticket agency to see if the ferries would run that day. The agent said that all indications were good, but that the first departures had been pushed back, so we still had time to kill. The man gave us some papers we would need to submit to passport control on departure, so we took those with us. At a kiosk, we ordered coffee and donuts, and as we ate them, admired the views across the harbor to Gibraltar and its famous rock on the other side of the bay. Algeciras itself, where we were, possibly thanks to my enthusiasm about the upcoming trip to Morocco, was in fact a good-looking city, with plenty of centuries-old buildings interspersed among the modern apartments. Mal dug out a boxed game of Parcheesi from the back of the Citroen, and we played several rounds at a picnic table while sipping our coffees. The signal came, a blasting horn alerting passengers to board the ferry. But first we were obliged to enter a drive-through passport check. Once again, I was hassled by someone in authority about not having the proper stamps in my visa pages. But I was learning that in such confrontations, meekness and an air of cluelessness were more likely to get the desired results than anything like argumentativeness or assertiveness. Fortunately, I didn't have to try hard to play the role of befuddled American tourist. We drove onto the boat. Only as we ferried past the massive Rock of Gibraltar and into the strait that separates Europe from Africa did the thought strike me that I would be traveling to another continent, which made me happy, even proud. I was just a kid. Well, 22. The sailing was smoother than I had expected, considering the Atlantic meets the Mediterranean there. It can be pretty rough at times. I bought a ham sandwich, some almond cookies, and joined Mal and Jeff in deck chairs on the sunny port side. I took off my shirt and got the start of a tan. The day had turned into something brilliant, sunny and warm, with only a light breeze and auspicious start to an adventure. We had chosen to arrive in Ceuta, or Ceuta, an autonomous, say that 5 times. We had chosen to arrive in Ceuta, an autonomous Spanish city on the North African coast, rather than in Tangier because the ferry was cheaper, not because the port offered much to see. A pinch-faced immigration officer who curiously avoided eye contact directed us to complete and sign various forms before stamping our passports. For some reason, cars seemed to require more paperwork than people did. We would wait in line, fill out a form, wait in line to submit it, then receive another form to fill out. The entire process took about an hour, even though only 50 or so arriving passengers filled the cavernous customs hall. I couldn't see the sense of going through immigration formalities simply to travel from one Spanish city to another one. Imagine if Americans had to pass through passport control when flying from San Francisco to Honolulu. The immediate area around Ceuta's port was unattractive, even outright ugly, full of warehouses, rusting steel gates pulled across access roads, and dumpy little houses on potholed streets. Not even the pleasant weather could add any luster to the place. The settlement seemed to exist for no other reason than to serve as a transit depot for goods and people. I understood how such a port would be profitable to the Spanish government by levying tariffs at both ends of the movement of goods between two continents. I could also see why any tourist landing there would want to leave in a hurry, which is what we did. Mysterious Morocco awaited. Well, that's it. That's my screed. All you Ceutians can now write angry letters to me. I'm utterly reachable at markorwell@gmail.com. Anybody can write to me, and I'll probably write back to you. Unless you use curse words. All right, that's it from me. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Mark Orwell is at it again. That rhythm's hot like a frying pan. He's got the moves, he's got the flair, snapping his fingers without a care. Oh, Mark Orwell is at it again.